All right, welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. So, I hope you are looking forward to another week of streams. Today, we are going to be playing Tangle Tower. Now, I feel like we're really close to the end of the game. I'm not sure if we will finish it today, but we might because we've interviewed all the suspects. We've gotten all the items, and I think we've shown all the items to everybody, I believe. So now it's just kind of like piecing together the final pieces of the puzzle to uncover the mystery of what exactly happened. So, yeah, it should be interesting. So, let us go ahead and get our intro started and then we'll hop in. So, here we go. Greetings, friends, and welcome to Enigma Night Gaming. My name is Liara, and I will be your guide in today's adventure. Today, we're playing Tangle Tower, and in today's episode, we're hopefully going to be wrapping up the mystery of who exactly killed Freya Fellow. Now, today, we're going to start by unlocking the code at the fountain. We finally got all 4 musical keys that we needed. So let's go ahead and hop in and see what that reveals to us. All right, so let us head in. All right, so it is now time
Let's
to
try this
examine
again.
this. All right. So now we
I
have
think we might
all
be
of
able to
this.
solve this now.
Yes, we have all 4 pieces now. So this one is for... We just need to match them now, right? That one goes there, and then this one goes here, right?
That's gotta be right.
I would think.
Nothing.
Really?
Maybe it's broken.
Wait, do you hear that?
Let's listen. Something happened? What happened? Oh, the mouth.
Where do you think it goes?
Oh my.
Down.
Well, I guess we're going down. Oh boy. The mysterious final area. Let's see. We have underneath. Oh boy. Underneath Tangle Tower. What? What even kind of laboratory is this? Okay, so we can review those things if we need, but let's look at what we got here. There's a note.
What's in there?
Yeah, let's take a look at this. It looks like we got the beetles, right?
It's a little diagram of a beetle with some incomprehensible notes scribbled next to it.
Okay.
Weird.
What?
It looks really normal
Normal.
compared to the beetles behind the glass.
Oh, I guess. What's with all the beetles?
9 beetles. All different, all dead.
Mm-hmm.
Poor little guys.
But,
Now,
like,
there's a bunch of notes written all around them.
right?
It's mostly numbers. No idea what they mean.
So, like, this one looks like a gemstone, right? It's so interesting. Like, I don't know what the deal with this is. But maybe we'll figure it out. We've got some books.
Forensic Entomology, Volume 3.
Okay.
That's an incredibly specific area of study.
This had to be for Freya, right? We've got some vials over here.
It looks like they're being boiled, but the liquid is ice cold.
Interesting. What's down here? There's a crack.
A cracked glass tank with 9 little rooms.
Huh.
Each one has 1 or 2 insects inside.
Interesting.
Can't tell if they're still alive.
I like that you called them rooms.
All right. We've got the lights up here.
Bugs. Big ones.
Oh, those are... Oh, I thought they were lights. Whoops.
Looks like they're made of metal.
We have metal bugs up here. My bad. A single
A
candle.
candle, perched on a barrel.
Very medieval.
Oh, boy.
I was thinking pirates.
Medieval pirates.
Okay. We've got some scrolls over here.
What a mess.
Any idea what this is all about?
Nope. Let's move the papers, maybe. Okay, so we've got... What are these?
Is that a periodic table?
Maybe?
No,
But this looks...
but
this
it
like,
does kind of look like one.
Yeah, we got like bugs on
What
here.
are those symbols?
Oh, what if this is like some
They're
kind
alchemic
of
symbols.
alchemy? Yeah, alchemy symbols, right? Okay.
Mostly based on the planets, the sun, the moon, stuff like that.
Okay.
Huh.
Interesting. So I wonder if like this is like combining stuff. This looks like Greek over here, Greek
This
letters.
looks like it was drawn in a hurry.
Didn't we see those same symbols in the greenhouse?
Yes. Yes, we did.
Reminds me of the chart from the library.
Okay.
The one from the chalkboard.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
So how does all of this combine? So like this, are we able... I wonder if there's a way we can combine them. So like we have A is 191, which combines with this symbol, which is number 1, which is this. So I feel like these symbols could lead us, I'm not sure exactly what we do with that, but I think that is definitely a key, right? What is this over here?
Is it locked?
Seems likely, doesn't it?
Let's see.
Weird
Okay.
looking safe.
I'm pretty sure the latches can slide into the middle.
Okay, diagonally slide the latches until they're in the correct position. What do we... Okay, we do... Oh, I see. Okay. Let's pull them out and see what lines up over what. Let's pull them all out so we can see what we're working with. Okay. Now, this one... Where do we want it to go? I'm not sure yet, but I feel like this one definitely wants to go here. Maybe this one goes down like this. Maybe it goes up like this. Perhaps maybe down a little so it lines up better. We can go across like this. What else can we do? That's about all we can do. So I think it goes... It could go down even. That may be it. Maybe it goes down. Down again. Alright. If we do this, though, it goes nowhere. We need to lead it here, I believe. So we can also work from this direction. Okay. But where do we want it to go to? That's a good question. That would line up, but is this what we want? So, actually, we've messed this one up, because this one cannot go this far. It's got to go here, right? No? Maybe it goes over here. Maybe this one doesn't go down at all. I don't know. Alright, so let's see. Maybe... I'm not sure how well these line up, but we'll see. What else do we have? We can do this. And this would go down here. No, it can't do that. It's got to do this. And then this one has to go up somehow. Can it go up somehow? Maybe. No, I don't think... I think we've got to have these in here somehow. But how can we make them work? I don't know anything about this one. I feel like this one is odd. Can we move this one on top? We cannot. So whatever happens, it's got to be like this, right? Down a little. Yeah, it's got to be this one. And this one can't do anything else, so it has to be like this. Now, yeah, it's got to be. It's got to go to this blue one. There's no other options. So we're going here. And then across here. And then what do we do? If we go across here, then this one, you would expect it to be able to go up. Maybe, actually. Let's see. Then where to? Maybe this one has some insight? No, we can't move it any further, can we? Alright. What if we don't have this one here and we just go down here? There's nowhere we can drag it to, right? Unless we can do this? I don't think so. I think they have to actually overlap, right? Maybe? That would be my assumption. But we'll see. We'll see. So then if we go down like this, this has to go over here. So I'm following the pathway, right? It goes down like this. And then we're getting stuck here with this one. I'm not actually even using this one yet. So maybe I just do this. Which then goes down. Maybe? Maybe we do this. This one goes up. Perhaps. Is there another piece we can do? I don't think so. We line this up. This goes down here. But then this piece doesn't line up. Do I have a piece that lines up? I don't seem to have a piece that lines up. Now, I mean, I can do that. What would I do from here? I cannot pull it out any further. So I don't... Oh, and that doesn't help anyways, because it blocks this direction. So this clearly has to be one of these options. If I go over this way, and we assume I go up, then where do I go? There's no other options. Okay. And this one has to go up. There's no other choice for that one. And for this one, what choices do we have? We do have that as a choice. We have this as a choice. Okay, maybe. So let's see. If we did that, we could do this direction. This one doesn't quite stretch far enough, though. What if we did this? Okay, so then we go up to this one. We could clearly go up here to nowhere. No, we could go over here. And just go straight up. Okay. And then up and over. Alright, alright. What would this one be to, though? And then I mess it up again. This isn't overlapped anyway, so I'm not entirely sure this is even the right thing. Yeah, now these are blocking it. But if we go down like this, is there something up here that we can do? No, because that's going to weave in and out. So this one clearly can't be the pathway, right? It's got to be something that we do with this. And that's the only option. So I feel like blue and orange are probably right. Because we've tried several different options and they're just not working. What do we do with this one? Perhaps this. This seems to make sense. And we move it over just enough so it goes down, right? And then we're gonna have to figure out something here. It comes down here. And then it's gotta go up like this, but that's the wrong direction, right? we don't want it to go that direction. What if we went it this direction? Can we do anything with this? Maybe there's another... Okay, if we pull this all the way down. So let's make sure we're still following our path. We're still following it okay. And then if we do that, then it just goes off into nowhere land, right? Now what if... Okay, what if we do this? We come down here. And then what? Then it goes down here. Okay, I think we're making progress. All right, this might be it. Let's see, let's follow the path. So we go here, across, down, over. I think this might be it. Let's see.
That's the one.
All right.
Hey, not bad.
All right, we did it.
Anything inside?
Yeah, more research.
Okay. What is this? A folder containing research notes and diagrams. Our unique flora and fauna is the byproduct of a number of as yet unidentified chemicals. These chemicals are continually present in the water, forming clouds and filling the lake. This causes a variety of mutations in plants and animals. Smaller creatures such as arachnids, insects, mollusks, and amphibians and crustaceans are the most affected. However, the chemicals may travel up the food chain and cause mutations in birds and reptiles. As far as we know, mammals remain completely unaffected. Interesting. Okay. We have, what, a new piece of evidence?
Whose research is this?
Is it Freya's? Huh. I'm wondering if it might be Freya's. We also have this trap door.
It's a hatch.
But we're already in the basement.
Right? Where does it go?
Depends on your perspective.
Let's not go down just yet.
Okay.
We still haven't explored this room properly.
Right. Okay, so let's hypothesize with Sally about
This is
what we
some
think.
seriously in-depth research.
Right?
It's impressive, but it's incomplete. There's a section missing.
Yeah, there is. Okay, so let's figure it out. Do we know what goes there? Is it this golden beetle bit? I think it might be. Yeah, number 4. I think that's what matches. Okay. Nice.
So, this is Pointer's secret lab.
Definitely seems like he's the one using it.
I guess not a lot of people know about the secret entrance.
Right. But if Pointer's the only one who comes down here, why would he need to lock his research in a safe? Who is he hiding it from?
He's just paranoid, especially about his golden beetle.
What do you think he's trying to do exactly?
Not sure. What is he trying to do with it? Something. Was hiding from, has been trying to breed. He may have been. Wasn't aware of, locked up, has been planning to kill. Okay, something. In the rooftop garden, in the greenhouse, in Flora's tower, in the underground laboratory, in the astronomy tower. So, what would he be doing? Pointer has been trying to breed the golden beetle in the underground laboratory? Maybe? Let's see.
Pointer has been trying to breed the golden beetle in the underground laboratory.
All right.
Why? Because it's rare?
Because it's gold?
Is that it?
Maybe.
I think so. I don't think he cares about entomology any more than he cares about astronomy.
He just wants
He
money.
just wants to get one over on Felix. If he can breed his own
sense.
gold, suddenly Poppy's inheritance is looking pretty,
Infinite.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Might explain why he was so worried about losing the beetle. Maybe somebody did steal it.
Might have been Freya after all. We know she was trying to get through the secret door in the garden.
That's
She
true.
might not have known what was down here, though. Maybe she was just curious.
Curious?
Maybe?
Sure. But not naive. I reckon she knew what was going on.
I think we're still missing the bigger picture. There's
Okay.
no way this is all just about a beetle.
Okay, what's it
We're
about?
done.
Ready to go down? Again?
All right, I think we are. But first, give me just a moment. I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Alright, so are we ready to go down? Yes, let's go. We're down even farther now. Man. Lowest level. What are we looking at here?
Do these puddles worry you?
Why?
That's lake water,
Oh.
but it's indoors.
I see your point.
And it's dripping from the ceiling? What's this over here?
It's an old coat rack. Looks thoroughly neglected.
Okay.
2 cloaks, and a green hat draped on top for good measure.
Got a chain here?
Gives off kind of a dungeon vibe.
A little bit.
What do people actually use chains for?
Nothing good.
Yeah? What in the world is
Too late.
this?
This photograph has been stabbed.
Why? By what?
Not sure. Some kind of metal stabbing thingy.
What is it a photograph of? We have a oh, that goes to the hook. A sleek but sturdy metal rod. It has been stabbed into a photograph. The rod has a curved and pointed tip like an arrow or the hand of a clock. It has a small loop at the back with a short length of red rope connected to it. The metal is perfectly clean and polished. Okay.
So what's the photo?
It's been framed, but is slightly damp. The photograph shows a young girl. A large man is sitting next to her. Around them are several red and white birds. A metal object was stabbed into the photo, leaving a hole near the man's chest. Is this... Is this Flora's father? I mean, that looks like her, right?
Do you know who it is in the photo?
And she's with the ink-dipped birds? That's what I think. So let's
This
see.
man in the photo.
It looks like
He
Flora.
reminds me of something from one of our clues.
Okay, let's see. Which clue would it be? I'm not sure. Do we have something over here? Let me look at this. So what does he remind us of? Maybe, oh, maybe is it this? Huh. A model resembling a broad-shouldered man? Maybe. Oh, it's the green coat. Yeah, it does look like that.
Felix made a little model of him? For Flora?
Yeah, it makes sense when you know who he is.
Lord Fellow? Lord Remington? Lord Fellow. Her dad, right? Or her... Is he old enough to be her granddad? I'm not sure. Let's start with Lord Fellow and see if that's right. But I feel like it might be Lord Remington.
Lord Fellow.
Really?
Wait, no, hang on.
Okay.
Felix made a little model of him? For Flora?
Yeah,
Okay.
it makes sense when you know who he is.
It's gotta be Lord Remington, right?
Lord Remington.
Remington. That makes him Flora's father. Meaning the girl in the photo is...
Yeah, it's her. See the bird, too.
I
Okay.
never would have guessed. Times
So-
sure do change.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think she looks so different.
So I was right. It was her father. I just had the name wrong. Okay. So why do we have a picture with Flora's father stabbed in the
There's a roll of paper
chest?
up there.
I'll see if I can reach it.
Okay.
Let me guess. Blank.
Let's see. What is it? It's a map. Misted Mansion North Side cross section. Oh, is this a map of the Tangle Tower? Yeah, library, except for it's a lot shorter. A bedroom, the study. The study's not there, right? Like, this room's not there. We have the grand hall. We do have the aviary, but yeah, the towers aren't here.
Storage.
It's Freya's room.
Okay. Then there's
The
the
library.
library.
The Grand Hall.
Yeah.
What's that thing in the middle?
I think it's that big glass tube.
Right?
A bedroom.
That's Fifi's room, isn't it?
Yes.
A bedroom.
Penny's room, I think.
Uh-huh.
Music room.
Alright.
It's the aviary.
So we're missing, like, the outside of the garden and stuff, or the
The rooftop
greenhouse.
garden. Well, that name makes a little more sense in this context.
Yeah, it does.
Study. Wait.
There's no
I know
study.
what you're thinking. And no, we never went in there.
Right.
How did we miss it?
Exactly. And then down here.
That's the room we're in now. It must be. It's not labeled as anything on these plans, though.
Uh-huh.
I think it already existed when this was made. It's the room above us. The one we were just in.
Right?
The laboratory?
Yeah.
What is the deal with this?
So,
Like on
the whole
stilts.
house is built on top of some kind of platform.
Exactly?
Apparently.
Huh. Interesting. Why is it called Misted Mansion?
North side cross-section. Is it not Tangle Tower?
That's what I'm wondering. Like,
Tangle
this is...
Tower. Before the towers?
Exactly. Exactly. That's so... Huh.
This seems pretty significant.
Yes, I
Agreed.
agree. All right. So we have the building plans, a roll of parchment on which the plans for a grand mansion have been drawn. A horizontal line marks where the lake was before, and a second marks where it is now. The mansion has been built on a top of a large structure above the lake, supported by pillars. Freya's room is listed as storage. A room labeled study is in the center. All right. And now we have this book.
A single book on a little makeshift table.
This is creeping me out slightly.
A little bit.
Why?
I think it's a children's book.
What? It's got the ink dip. The amphibi, the ink dip, the soul bearer, the silver snake. Mistids of the Sea and Sky, a children's picture book. It looks very old. So the ink dip was from a children's book. It's an elegant bird with red and white plumage. The silver snake, an aquatic reptile with no eyes and a long tongue. I think we saw this statue where Hawkshaw was, the soul bearer. A crab with 3 different sized claws. The amphibia, a frog-like creature walking on 2 legs. We've seen that guy a lot. Interesting. Anything else on the bookshelf?
It's an empty bookcase.
Something tells me it's been empty for a long time.
Okay. What's in these boxes?
Old cardboard boxes.
How exciting.
Oh boy.
Oh, but there's more.
Really?
They're also damp
Oh, okay.
and empty.
What's out the window?
Basements don't normally have windows.
Right?
We're at the bottom of the lake.
Oh.
We must be.
Right.
Yeah, that's...
But if that's the lake bed, why does it look like that?
Like what?
White, smooth, no plants,
Interesting.
no anything.
What is
That's
it?
not what a lake looks like.
Okay.
Where are we?
That's what I'm wondering. Where are we? Okay.
Did you notice how much light this room has? For a
Right.
room with 1 candle?
Exactly.
It's all coming through the window.
I'm pretty sure lakes are supposed to be darker at the bottom, not lighter.
Yeah.
Why is there a room down here anyway? And why is it so much older than the rest of Tangle Tower?
We
Huh.
still don't really know why people came to live here in the first place.
Maybe they just
Right?
wanted to get rich, like Pointer with his beetles.
I
Maybe.
feel like the Remingtons came here for the lake, for what was in it.
It's empty though. More empty than a normal lake would be.
It is now, yeah.
Maybe it
Maybe
didn't
we're
used
too
to be.
late.
Okay.
Let's head back up to the Grand Hall. I want to find that last room.
Yeah, me too. I'm very curious what's up there. Alright, so what do we got?
Wow, it's dark all of a sudden.
Oh boy.
How long were we down there?
I have no idea.
This must be it. This thing goes all the way up.
Yeah,
How are we supposed to get up there?
that's what I'm wondering.
Hang on, it's pitch black, but I think there's a switch.
Well, we're definitely gonna pull it and see what happens, because you always pull weird levers, right? Ah, ladder. Nice. We got a ladder to go up.
Want to go up?
Definitely. All right. Now we got the study. The hidden heart. Oh boy. Now we're going to find all kinds. Yeah, this looks more like the Remingtons for sure.
You know, in any normal room, this thing would be my main concern. In here, though, it barely makes the top 3.
Right? What's this picture of?
Who are all the people in this photo?
Not sure, but it looks like someone didn't like them very much. Their eyes have all been crossed out.
That's Penny. Or Poppy. Right? That's Poppy? I think? Maybe. A photograph in a sturdy wooden frame. It's dusty and looks several years old. A brass plaque at the base of the frame reads, "The Ambassadors of Misted Mansion." The photo shows 2 women and 3 men wearing a variety of styles and clothing. Wait, maybe this is like Poppy's mom. Maybe. Yeah, it could be. Interesting.
That photo is important. I'm sure of it.
Let's see what we know. The 5 people.
Another photograph.
Their faces are all crossed out with some kind of black ink.
That's weird.
Oh, you think so?
No, I mean, something I just realized. Sally, did we meet any of these people here at Tangle Tower?
I think so.
Well, the woman on the left looks a little like Poppy.
Right.
But her style is way different.
Right.
And at first I thought the guy on the top right was Felix.
Yeah, that's
Now
what I
that
thought
look at it,
too.
I don't
He's
think
a little
it is him.
different. Maybe they're the people who are like their parents and stuff. All right, we got a cage here.
Those aren't bird cages.
Some of them are disconcertingly large.
At least they're all empty.
You sure that's a good thing?
Not necessarily. We got this big crab.
Is that a crab?
It's the 3 armed crab.
It's got a translucent exoskeleton. You can actually see its insides.
Also, crabs normally have 2 claws, right?
Right?
Not 3?
Exactly. This is that extra claw.
You sure we should be touching it?
Grimoire, don't you think it looks familiar?
Yes. The limbs of the creature can be rotated and the claws can be opened and closed. All right, so we need to look in our book, right? So let's see.
This crab really reminds me of something.
Right, let's look at
that
the
little
book.
wooden toy we found?
Maybe.
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to help us. I think I've seen it more recently.
Right. So let's look at our evidence, right? It was the children's book. So we have one open this way all the way, one closed, and then they're both facing to the right, sort of. So let's see if we can get it to do that.
Is that a crab?
It's got a
Also, crabs
Okay, so it's facing to the right. This is all the way open, right? This is also facing to the right and it's open?
I guess that's wrong.
I don't think we need to guess.
What do you mean?
We have all the information we need in our case file.
Right? And we move, oh, we can move this. Okay. All right. Oop, open this. It's kind of like this. And I think this one goes up. Oop. I think this goes up a little. Not that much. Can I move it up? I guess I can't. Is it this? Maybe this goes up a little? I don't know.
Nothing.
It's very...
I'm sure I've seen this thing somewhere before.
It's
Recently,
very
too.
close. This may go up, in which case this is like this.
Wasn't this
The
crap?
children's book?
Right? Maybe it was up like this. Let's try this. See, the problem is we can't look at it.
Nope.
Wasn't this crab in that book we
The
found?
Okay.
children's book?
This crab really reminds
Let me
Yeah,
look at
but
the
I
book
don't think I've seen
again
it
and
more
see.
recently.
So let's look at it again. Okay, yeah. Oh, it's bent down. Okay. It's down. It's the right arm, I think that's wrong.
Is that a
It's got a
Also, crab.
Okay. So this is definitely up. It's like it's attacking. This is it's out this way a bit, right? Maybe like this? I feel like that one is up.
I guess that's wrong.
Okay.
I don't think we need to guess.
What do you mean?
We have all the information we need in our case file.
Right. We just can't access our case file very easily. Is it like this? Maybe it's like this. Maybe it is like that.
Perfect.
Okay. There we go. Ooh. What is
What's
this?
Something somebody didn't want us to find.
It looks like a crossbow from here. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, the pieces are starting to come together.
What is it?
You're right. So, the weapon.
Was someone trying to hide it? From us?
I don't know, but it looks incomplete to me. I
Right?
want to know what happened to the rest of it. Where are the other parts?
I think we have them. We found them already?
We found them already.
Alright. So, right here, we have what? At the tip, that's gonna be the arrow. That's over here, the metal rod. Okay. Right here is the spool, which is where? The real thingy?
I think that might attach the crossbow, but not this part
Oh,
of the crossbow.
whoops. It's gonna go on the bottom then. What goes on the top? The lens? Right, okay. And then this goes on the bottom. If this was Hawkshaw's, does that mean this was hers?
What do you make of it?
Not sure. Let's keep an open mind.
Okay.
You don't think the crossbow is the murder weapon?
Oh no, the crossbow is definitely the murder weapon. But that doesn't mean we've solved the mystery.
Right, because whose is it? Alright, what is this?
Some kind of fish and a bird skull, I guess?
Hmm?
If that's a bird skull, we're talking about a 15-foot bird here.
Yeah, that's kind of
Well,
big.
how about we stop talking about it?
Oh boy. We've got these hooks.
Hooks. Big hooks.
Alright, this giant monster here.
Dragon?
Snake?
Worm?
That's the one.
Oh, okay. What about these papers?
Crumpled up paper.
Is there anything written on any of it?
Not really. It's mostly blank.
Alright. We got weapons over here.
An axe and some kind of hunting rifle, mounted on the wall.
Honestly, doesn't look like they've been moved in a few years.
Right?
I'm more worried about the third one.
The one that the crossbow.
The third one?
Right?
The one that isn't there.
That's the crossbow. Somebody came in here and took the crossbow. What is this paper?
Coffee table, half-empty wine bottle, lamp left on.
Uh-huh. That means somebody's been here
I'm gonna
recently.
say someone's been using this room.
Exactly.
Someone complacent enough to leave their notebook lying around.
Huh. Interesting. Several pages have been ripped out, but a few remain. Fifth ambassador located finally. Can't say I harbored any optimism, but still somehow disappointed. No better than the rest of them. Took my misted friend into the music room for experiments. It works. Perhaps too well. Okay, so the beetle is misted? The laboratory was another disappointment. All that effort for what? He's even more short-sighted than I could have guessed. Went to the bottom. Nice view. It's been mostly cleaned out, but I have what I need. She got in. She was careful. Nothing was moved. But I know it's time. What even is that about? Huh. Let's look at the big,
It's a
obvious
wooden
thing.
pinboard, hung up on one of the chains.
Right?
Looks like there's a couple of things missing from it.
Well, maybe we've got it. Let's see. Why is there a picture of Hawkshaw here? A large central sheet of paper has been pinned to it. 4 lines have been drawn from a gap in the center. A smaller sheet underneath features drawing resembles the silhouette of a cloaked figure. That looks like Hawkshaw. Huh. That's definitely disconcerting. What's out here?
An incinerator built into the wall. It's still pretty hot.
Is there anything left inside?
It's mostly ashes.
Mostly?
But yeah, there's something.
What do we got? It's the ink tip feather. Not much more than a pile of dust and ashes. Among the ashes are several black buttons. Red-colored scraps of fabric are still visible. What? There's also
Someone's
an
been
ink
using
dip.
this room.
Right. All right, Sally. Let's go over it. The study.
I don't get it. This room is in the original building plans for the mansion.
Right.
But nowadays, it's some big secret?
It's not a
Right.
secret to everybody.
Yeah,
At
some
least
people
one
knew
other
about
person
it.
still knows about this room.
The way the notebook was left out on the table makes me think it's someone who has the room all to themselves.
Exactly.
Whoever it
They're the
was,
only
they
one who
left more
knows.
than just the notebook. There's a whole design project on this pinboard. Feels like someone put quite a bit of effort into it.
It's a shame there are things missing from it. I'm betting it'd make more sense if we could see it all together.
That might not be impossible, you know.
Okay. Let's see what we got. What would we be missing here? It's some sheet of paper. Do we have this? Right. Yup. Okay. Then what goes here? Do we have something that would go there? I'm not sure. What could possibly go there? This one I'm not sure about. Damaged photo? Maybe? It looks like it could fit a square thing. Could it possibly be this? We could see.
That doesn't seem right.
Okay,
We
so
need
no.
something that could attach to the pinboard.
Right? What could... would it be the building plan? Maybe the building plans. Maybe?
That's not right.
No,
Something
okay.
that's been taped at the top, with lines drawn on top of it.
Okay. What has been taped? What do we have? Let's look. Because it's not more drawings, right? Those are not what we need. The open letter, not that. What about the photo? Not that. What could have been taped? Was this taped? No. I see no tape on this, but maybe. Could it be that? Maybe. Let's see what else we... Oh, this! This. Yes. Okay, I forgot all about that. Alright, that's it.
The painting from Freya's room and those
Right?
sketches.
Hmm.
Did Freya design Detective Hawkshaw's clothes?
Huh.
What kind of sense does that make?
I
I'm
don't think
not
that's
sure.
why Freya made that painting, but it may have been why somebody took a photo of it to use as
Maybe?
reference. And as for those sketches of Hawkshaw, I don't think Freya actually drew them. It was somebody else, someone with less of a talent for art.
Doesn't
they do look
exactly
a little
narrow it
different.
down. Should we go ask Detective Hawkshaw about all this?
I'm not sure.
I'm
I
not
still
sure
don't know
either.
what's really going on.
Right. I'm very unsure of what to think now. The murder? We've got to figure this out.
Time to solve this.
Oh boy. So let's try and put everything together. Machinations of
All right,
murder.
break out the notebook. Time to put it all together.
Oh
Let's start
boy.
with this. It's an arrow for the crossbow, and it matches Freya's wound. It's the murder weapon. I'm sure
Right.
of it.
Despite the fact it doesn't have any blood on it, and it wasn't found anywhere near the crime scene.
Mm-hmm. It was
Yes.
cleaned, then it was hidden. I don't
Right.
think anybody expected us to get down to that room at the bottom of the lake.
Right.
Okay, so Freya was shot by a crossbow. Where was
Right.
it fired from?
From the top. It was fired from above Freya. From that crack in the
It
attic.
was fired from above Freya.
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah, our diagram doesn't show everything. Let's add in the rest of the crime scene.
Yes.
The attic.
Perfect hiding place. We even found a part of the murder weapon up there. The
Right.
wheel was used to pull the arrow back up through the crack in the floorboards.
Yes.
Explains why we never found a weapon at the crime scene, I guess.
The murderer must have dropped the reel in the attic. I'm guessing they were in a hurry to escape.
Probably.
Wait, the arrow was fired through the crack in the floorboards?
Yeah, it's directly above where Freya was found lying on her back.
Nope, doesn't add up. It would have missed her if she was still standing up by the painting.
Ah,
Oh, but we
Right.
know that.
Unless
She was knocked down. Unless Freya was already lying on her back.
Freya was already lying on her back.
Right,
before
because she
the
got
arrow was
knocked
fired.
down from the
I
beetle.
think so too.
She'd fallen unconscious, I think.
She'd fallen unconscious.
Something in the room caused Freya to fall unconscious.
Right. The gramophone.
The gramophone.
Right.
But the gramophone by itself can't do that.
Correct. The gramophone was. There was something in the gramophone.
There was something in the gramophone.
Mm-hmm.
The beetle.
Something small.
Mm-hmm. It was the golden beetle, right?
Pointer's research says it can emit an incredibly loud hiss when it feels threatened.
Okay.
Poppy and Fitz both said they heard a loud noise around the time of the murder. Neither
Right.
of them had any idea what it was.
This seems a little far-fetched. Is it really loud enough to knock someone out?
No, I don't think so, not by itself. But don't forget, it was being amplified by the shape of the gramophone.
Right.
I don't think we're purely talking about volume either. It might just be a particular type of frequency.
This
That's
is getting
true.
kind of scientific. Since when do you know anything about the effects of weaponized audio frequency?
I don't, but I think someone else does. Do you remember that statue we found in the music room? The hornet's
Yes.
playing. It's a pretty similar shape to the one on the gramophone.
Yes,
That
and it
broken
also
glass
has a
isn't
crack.
there on accident. This is someone's science experiment.
Right.
Thinking about it, Pointer said he saw Flora was knocked out too. I guess they were both in range of the noise, although
Right.
Pointer might have been lying.
Personally, I think he was telling the truth about that. It's pretty clear a powerful frequency did pass through Flora's tower. Caused quite a bit of damage too.
Right. Everything was cracked. What was affected by the powerful frequency? The tape?
Those cracks didn't appear out of nowhere. Freya's paints, the pink cassette tape, and the gramophone itself, they
Right.
all sustained similar
Everything was
damage
cracked.
while they were in that room.
That's some seriously powerful vibration, enough to
Exactly.
crack metal, enough to knock someone out all the way across a room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't get. If the frequency was so powerful and had such a big range, how did the murderer pull it off? Wouldn't they have been in range too? Think about it. They can't have been much further away from the gramophone than Flora was.
They were knocked unconscious. They protected themselves. What did they protect themselves with? I think... Or they were much further away. All of these could be possible things. Maybe they were knocked unconscious. That's why they lost the spool. Maybe? Let's see what happens.
They were knocked unconscious.
Really?
Wait, no, hang on.
Okay, no.
Wouldn't
So they
have been in
protected
range too?
themselves.
Think about it. They can't have been much further away from the gramophone than Flora was.
So they had to have protected themselves, right? Unless they were much further away somehow. They were using a crossbow. I'm not sure. Maybe they rigged up. Maybe they weren't in the attic at all. But let's see what happens if we say they protected themselves.
How?
How did they protect themselves? Headphones? Maybe. Oh, the headphones.
These are some pretty heavy-duty earmuffs. I
Right?
think they'd be enough to block out the sound.
Uh-huh.
Right. Let's go over everything from the start. 1. Freya is painting Flora's portrait. They're
Right.
listening to music on the gramophone.
2. The murderer is hiding in the attic, wearing earmuffs.
Right?
3. The golden beetle starts to emit its hissing noise.
Hold on.
Uh-huh.
How did it know?
The beetle?
Yeah, what triggered it at that particular moment? Pointer's research said it makes the noise when it feels threatened.
Not sure. Maybe something in the music?
Maybe.
Maybe.
4. Freya and Flora are both knocked unconscious by the vibrations. Freya lands on her back. She drops the brush and palette by her side.
5. The murderer fires the crossbow directly downwards.
Yeah?
6. The arrow is pulled back up on the reel.
7. The murderer leaves the attic, presumably.
8. The door is kicked down. Fitz and Poppy enter the room.
Right?
That's it. There's something bothering me.
What?
Okay.
I just want to check something. Let's go back to the crime scene.
All right, let's go. Let's go check it out. We're missing something. Let's see what we got here. He's not here anymore. Where is everyone? All right, so what is bothering you? So let's look around.
The answer is in the painting. I'm sure of it.
All right, so what can we figure out? This side's not finished. Flora appears to be wielding a knife. Freya added the blood to the painting herself. Her red paint was swapped out with blood. Flora's not holding a knife. She's adding a red and white inked up bird feather. All right. Look at this. Okay. This matches what we know. What about this?
Plant.
It's not cracked.
It's in the book.
Oh.
What?
Look.
Oh. The ink dip is a remarkably intelligent bird with a very long lifespan, even among avian mystids. Okay. That plant? Okay. Let's look at the paints. Those are her cracked paints, right? Look at the paintbrush.
Freya, did you leave us a clue?
See. What do we have? Some of them are swiped different ways. I don't know if that matters. Makes me wonder, but let's see. The missing clue.
So what's bothering you?
Something that's not here. The thing we didn't find. We know she was holding it during the painting.
The
Flora's
feather.
ink dip feather?
Right.
It was here.
Because it's
in
in the
this room.
incinerator. We saw it.
Where'd it go?
We found it somewhere else.
We found it somewhere else.
Yeah. It was in the incinerator. So where is it now? Is it one of these? No. It was in the burnt items. Right.
We were a little
Right
too
there.
late to save it.
So it was stolen from the crime scene.
Yes.
And ended up in the incinerator down in the study.
Someone wanted to destroy it, I guess.
But how? How was it stolen from up here in Flora's tower?
Presumably, Flora dropped it when she fell unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah, and then what? The murderer couldn't have stolen it if they were up in the attic.
So the question
okay.
is, how could they steal something from a room they weren't able to access?
Did they train the
The
beetle to
final
do it?
clue about the crime scene. Freya left it for us right here.
It's in the unfinished painting. It's inside Flora's egg. It's in the gramophone. Maybe it's inside Flora. I don't know. Inside the gramophone? Would it be in the gramophone? I don't know.
It's in the gramophone.
Maybe?
You think so?
Maybe not. Freya left it for us right here.
The unfinished painting.
It's in the unfinished painting. It's not quite a photo, but still, it's an image of the crime scene recorded just before the murder.
Right.
If only she'd finished it, and then I could be totally sure.
It's
That
true she
plant's
never
gone.
finished it, but she did intend to finish it.
Meaning?
We know more about the painting than what Freya actually got down on the canvas.
Okay. How did Freya show us her intentions? She had this, right? She had her sketches? Maybe?
That's not it.
Oh, okay. Well, what did we do? How did she get her intentions down for the painting? We have the bird book. Maybe? Maybe? I don't know. What else do we have? Intentions for it. How did Freya show us her intentions for the painting? How did she show us her intentions for the painting? Was it the palette? Maybe? I'm gonna try the palette, because, I mean, I don't know. It shows the colors.
Freya prepared all the colors she was going to need before
Right.
she started painting.
Right. Okay. So, was a mistake by Freya because dripped onto the canvas from was added by the murderer, so isn't actually paint because was going to be used to paint. Something needed to be used to paint this, right? The ink dip feather, the potted plant, the sketch, which Flora had lost, of something sitting in the window. It's not there anymore. That plant is not there. The black paint, the brown and gray paint, maybe brown and gray. It's the same color as that, right? Because we got black, white, the blood, the brown and gray, the paintbrush handle. I think it's brown and gray. That's what color that is, right? We can't do anything else. It's got to be this.
Brown and gray paint was going to be used to paint the sketch of something sitting in the window. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
Okay. So let's see. Dropped by the ink dip. Which part of Flora's dress? This sketch of something. That's got to be it. Was a mistake by Freya because was added by the murderer, so maybe it's a different color paint. What color paint? Red was going to be used to paint. Brown and gray? Maybe? That brown and gray or this brown and gray? I don't know.
Brown and gray paint
No.
was going to be used to paint
Okay,
the
so
sketch
not.
of something
What
sitting
else
in the window.
would be used for
Almost.
that?
Maybe just change one thing.
Blood on the brush. The blood was going to be used to paint the black paint. We got so many brown and grays. The yellow paint. Yellow paint. The black paint. What was it gonna be used for? Yellow? Maybe?
The yellow paint was
Oh,
going to
okay.
be used to paint
'Cause, yeah,
the
there's no
sketch
yellow in the
of
painting.
Something sitting in the window.
Right.
Something in the window.
The beetle. Oh, she was gonna paint the beetle. The golden beetle.
That's not it.
Really? What was she going to paint? Let's look at it. What was she going to paint? She was gonna paint something. What was she going to paint? Let's look at it. It's the flower, right? She was gonna paint something here. What was she going to paint? Something yellow in the window of Flora's tower. What do we have that's yellow? We have the birds. We have the reel. Small limbs. What was it? Metal rod. No? What would it be? If we look at this, there was something that she was going to paint with the yellow paint. What was it going to be? What could it be? Was it going to be the loot statue? No. That's in the garden. What would it be? We have the bird book. Was it going to be the ink dip? Maybe? Would it have been? I'm so confused. 4 feathers. Don't know. I am unsure. What do we have that's yellow? We have the potted fruit. Could it have been that? Let's look at this. What was she going to paint? It was this shape. It was that shape. Is it one of the plants? Potted flower. Is it this? It was this, right? Maybe?
That's not it.
No? Okay. What was it she was going to paint then? It looks like this bird, right? What if we just do the bird book?
That's not it.
No. Okay. Well, what was it? Something she was going to paint that was yellow. And it wasn't the beetle. Was it the empty egg? I mean, it is yellow, but there's also gems on it.
That's not it.
No? Okay. Well, what would it be? We've got the bird. The reel. What else would it be? What did she use the yellow to paint? Ink dip. Group photo? No. What was it? Not sure. Not the crossbow, right? What would she have painted? Wonder. I mean, the gramophone? That doesn't seem right. Why would it have been moved? It doesn't even look right.
That's not it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that doesn't look right. So what was it? What could she possibly have been about to paint? One would think it's a plant because it looks similar to this, but there are differences. So what was she going to paint? I feel like it was... No? What was she going to paint? Maybe this. Maybe?
That's not it.
No. So what was it? What was it she was trying to paint? I mean, we got the headset, but that would be silly.
That's not it.
I didn't think so. What would it be? The small lens? That was on the crossbow. How would it be that? We've got the yellow feather, but that doesn't make sense either. And this would be on the crossbow.
That's not it.
Right. So what would it be? What would she have painted? We've got the damaged tape. It's sort of yellow.
That's not it.
I didn't think so. Okay. What else would it be then? Let's see. The real? I mean, it is yellow, but it was up in the
That's
attic.
not it.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I'm kind of running out of ideas of what it could be. The yellow bird. Oh. It was you. Penny. Uh-huh.
There she is. Our little thief.
Yep.
How long has it been there? Did it hear the whole conversation?
Oh boy.
She did,
Uh-oh.
but she's a very good listener.
Uh-oh.
Well now, I think this has quite served its purpose, don't you?
Oh. Oh.
Penny, why did you...
It's Penelope, if you don't mind. But
Oh boy.
before we begin, isn't there a certain formality demanding our attention?
Tie her hands, leave her untied. If we tie her hands, she'll just use her bird to do whatever she needs. Let's leave her
I'm
untied.
afraid I have to insist. It's to the benefit of us all, I assure you.
Okay. Why? Something sturdy to tie her hands with? The real?
Lovely. Now, tell me, what was it that drove you this far? I'm ever so curious.
Justice for Freya? I just need to know the truth. I wanted to help Freya's friends. What drove us this far? I mean, we're a detective because, you know, we believe in what's right?
Justice for Freya.
Is that right? Interesting.
Why did you do it, Penny? What did Freya do to you?
Absolutely nothing.
So, what? You just hated her indiscriminately?
Freya Fellow was an inspiration to us all. She was possessed of a great energy. The volition to create something from nothing. The willpower to walk beyond her boundaries.
Huh.
She was truly free. Everything I couldn't be.
You know what? I
What?
just realized I actually have no idea who Penelope Pointer really is.
Weird,
Yeah?
isn't it? Considering we've met her, what is it, 3 times now?
Exactly. How do we know this one isn't a disguise too?
You think you've already hollowed us out, don't you? Only
What?
a few short hours at Tangle Tower. And you feel like you've got everyone sussed. Unearthed every single one of our secrets. Nothing
obviously
but
not.
bullet points for your notebook. Go on, indulge me. What does it say in your notes about Penelope Pointer?
It says she's lonely.
I suppose I can't argue with that, can I?
Penny, we only know what you choose to tell us, so why not help us out?
Very well. Penelope Pointer is actually not very important at all. She pales in comparison to those who came before her and to those that came after.
Yeah, because people
Living
made her
at
feel that
Tangle
way,
Tower,
right?
It is very difficult to attain the levels of self-realization you probably take for granted.
You sure this is a Tangle Tower thing, and not a you thing?
Perhaps you didn't notice. Not one of them is happy. Not one.
So why stay? Why not just leave?
I
Right.
thought she did leave. Penny, you said you traveled, didn't you?
I did. Many times I've walked away. It did not help me. You saw the family tree hanging in the grand hall, did you not?
Yes.
Yeah, it lists a bunch of people who don't live here anymore.
A bunch of people who don't live here anymore. I couldn't
Right.
have put it better myself.
She's so
My
bitter.
mother, for one. My father, too. The other two Remingtons. Poppy's mother, Primrose. And her brother, Richard.
And Fitz's father.
That's 5.
Mhm.
5 people that might have lived here, but don't.
And that was the first question I wanted answered.
Why don't they
You
live
wanted to
here
know
anymore?
Where they'd all gone?
More than that, I wanted to know if I belonged with them. I have no
Okay.
place here. Not among the Fellows, the Remingtons, or the Pointers. But I felt there must be a reason why everyone else left. Some common purpose they all shared. Perhaps it could
Okay.
be my purpose too.
So, what did you actually do about it?
Nothing I could do at first. Nobody would tell me anything. The more questions I asked, the fewer answers I got. Then, I found it. I was 19.
What?
Same age Freya is now.
Found
Uh-huh.
what?
The attic? Well, we already know she has the aviary. It's got to be the study, right?
The study. The one hidden in the middle of the house.
Right?
It's right next to a bedroom.
Mhm.
I'd hear voices at night. Deep ones. And the strangest thing, the wall behind my bed would get incredibly hot.
The
For hours
furnace.
on end. The paint would peel. Wallpaper wouldn't stay up. I thought I was cursed. I thought it was something
That was the
trying
incinerator
to
on the other
break
side.
through. Eventually,
Yeah,
I
I can
couldn't
see
take
that.
it anymore. I found my way in the same way you did. Once you know it's there, it's simple.
So, you got into the study and found the incinerator. That must have been a relief, right?
It was still warm when I found it. Then I looked inside.
What was inside? The era
Let's
of
see
Misted
how
Mansion.
thorough you've been. Tell me, do you know what a misted is?
Misted?
Okay. Sure.
Mistids? Sure, yeah.
You're more observant than I thought.
Sorry, what are we talking about?
It's a collective term from before my time. Birds, insects, amphibians, anything living off the lake water. The mutation can take several generations,
Right.
or it can happen overnight.
Wait, mistids. Like cryptids.
Right.
Like Bigfoot or whatever.
A little egregious, isn't it? I suspect that was an intentional parallel. The main difference being mistids are perfectly real. They're just kept secret.
Mhm.
Or at least, that was the original plan. As
And
it
what
happened,
happened?
some got out. Quite a
Okay.
few got out.
How do you know all this?
When I entered the study at 19, I found a single object that rather changed my life. Something which answered my questions while at once creating all new ones.
What was it? What did she find? Did she find the golden beetle? Maybe? What did she find? Answering her questions. She found this? The Ambassadors of Misted Mansion? Oh, the children's book, maybe. She found this, right? Let's see.
That's not it.
Okay. What did she find? This? The photo?
That's not right.
No. What did she find? That's gotta be her notes. What was it she found? The building plans? No, she had... Maybe.
That's not right.
No, what did she find then? Was it the golden beetle?
That's not right.
No. Okay, what was it she found? She found... something. What did she find? Laura's drawings? No. Birds? The bird book? Maybe.
That's not right.
No. What did she find? Something Penny found in the study that answered her questions. That's what I'm wondering. What was it she found in the study? The group photo? Maybe?
The 5 missing family members standing together
Oh.
as a single unit, calling themselves
Oh.
the ambassadors of Misted Mansion.
So, the house
Oh.
was renamed from Misted Mansion to Tangle Tower?
And rightly so. The age of Misted Mansion is long past. When I looked inside the incinerator on my first visit to the study, I found nothing but ash. The afterimage of a bygone era denied to me in its entirety. The study, the room at the bottom of the lake itself, all empty shells. I felt my only hope lay with the ambassadors. If I could find them, maybe they'd share the family history that Flora and the others were trying so hard to forget.
Maybe?
How did you track them down?
It was tough. They'd taken almost everything.
Okay.
Books, maps, charts,
Right.
creatures themselves, all lost, taken away or destroyed. But I got lucky. I got a lead. I found one, and he led me to the rest.
And what happened? Why'd you paint out all their faces?
They didn't help you either, did they?
19-year-old me had imagined they'd all left with a mission, a unified purpose, but they hadn't. They were, in fact, every bit as fractured as the people that still live here. Most of them had left tracking escaped mystids. Some claimed to be researchers, others
Researchers?
little more than hunters. All 5, completely useless to me.
Even your own parents?
Especially my own
Eventually,
parents?
I returned to Tangle Tower. I had nowhere else to go. I considered giving up. But instead, I made a decision.
All right. A
There
lowly
was
entomologist?
only one person at Tangle Tower still of interest to me. My dear Uncle Pointer had suddenly made a show of taking up astronomy. A
Okay.
fairly superficial charade. I don't think many people were fooled by it. But I knew it wasn't just a falsehood. It was a mask. Pointer had found something from the era of Misted Mansion.
That was the beetle. That was the beetle.
So where did he get the beetle?
I cannot be sure. But I theorize that he received it in the post.
In the post? From who?
Who can say? Someone outside Tangle Tower. But the thought that he would be in contact with such a person, all that time, I decided to take what was owed to me.
So you stole it.
Okay.
Stealing the beetle turned out to be only the first step. Upon realizing it was gone, Pointer made little effort to disguise his frustration. I asked what was bothering him. He foresaw no risk in sharing a little of the truth with his niece. He told
Okay.
me he'd lost a rare treasure, something he'd been keeping safe. I suggested, innocently, that perhaps it was not lost. Perhaps it had been stolen. He was very ready to believe he'd been the victim of theft. When I offered to call in a private detective, he jumped on the idea.
Oh,
She
boy.
arrived the next day.
Of
Hawkshaw
course,
prides
'cause it was
herself on
Hawkshaw.
punctuality, as you know.
Why, though? Why go through all that? The name, the costume, and everything?
It's somewhat sad to admit, but I had little use left for Penny Pointer as she was. Hawkshaw afforded me new advantages, opportunities.
But didn't you have to pretend to be working for Professor Pointer?
Yeah, I guess
well,
so.
that was one of the advantages. Pointer was in such a desperate state, he was finally willing to share some of his secrets.
Yeah, I
On the
guess
second
so.
day, Hawkshaw explained she needed to be able to search the secret laboratory. Pointer gave in and gave me the code for the harp statue. Reluctantly, but
Okay.
still.
So, you stole Pointer's research?
I would have done if I'd found anything worth stealing. But he had made remarkably little progress, barely scratching the surface of the beetle's true mystery.
Which
Right.
is?
It carries an exoskeleton approximately 90% identical to gold. But it's not
Okay, yeah,
the
we figured that.
90% I'm interested in.
What's the other 10%?
Did you ever question what exactly makes the water here so unique? Before Misted Mansion was built over the lake, before the lake was even a lake. Lord Remington and his wife built a small structure here, a research station, supposedly. Fast forward 2 or 3 generations, and as you saw for yourself, it's been mostly cleared out.
The ambassadors took everything when they left.
And everything they didn't take was burned in the incinerator. However,
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
possessing additional insight, I found something the others had missed. It's not much, but I have what I need.
What is it?
So, why isn't this the end of the story? Why did you stay? Why did you kill Freya?
Did she? I don't know. The Will of Freya Fella. Okay. Let's see what this is about. The Will of Freya.
Simply put, Freya was too good for me. It's my fault. I pushed her over the edge, unknowingly, but still, I take the blame.
What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Did you know I based the design for Hawkshaw on something Freya painted?
Yeah, we figured that part out. The photo.
That's right. I had assumed it was purely abstract. I just thought it had a good energy. I later discovered it was a figure of some kind, something from Freya's recurring nightmare. For all her vitality, I think Freya was probably the most troubled of all of us. She was desperate to leave Tangle Tower, but she couldn't just walk away. For quite some time, she'd been trying to break into Pointer's laboratory. Freya and her friends were halfway through deciphering those symbols on the harp statue, I believe.
Okay.
Why did she care about getting into Pointer's lab?
That's
For the
exactly
golden
what I
beetle?
wondered. At first, I thought perhaps she just wanted to free the beetles. She has a fondness for them. What
Right.
Pointer was doing upset her significantly. But in fact, I think it was something else. I think she wanted to free Fiona. The real reason Freya was unable to leave Tangle Tower is that she could not get Fiona to agree to come with her. We're now firmly in the realm of speculation, but I think Freya felt that exposing the darker secrets of Tangle Tower, not just to the rest of the family, but to the world, would compromise all 3 families. And perhaps
And they'd have to leave?
somehow free Fiona from the shackles of her inheritance.
Maybe.
That was her plan anyway. But something happened. Before Freya could find her way into Pointer's laboratory.
She
What
found
happened?
her way into your study, found your notes, found that photograph. I'm willing to bet she put it all together quicker than we did.
So she worked out what had happened to the 5 ambassadors. Specifically, what you'd done to them when they refused to help you.
Oh.
Freya had made a promise to paint Flora as a birthday gift, a parting gift no less. She'd be in a locked room, several hours away from her friends. It was my best chance.
But why hide in the
Okay,
attic?
so
And
she
why bother with the
knew.
beetle at all?
She knew
The
that
beetle in the
Penny had
gramophone
killed
wasn't
them.
for Freya. It was for Flora. She didn't deserve to be involved. She suffered enough. I couldn't get Flora out of her room, but if she could be unconscious, then she wouldn't have to witness anything.
Why the knife? The illusion of the painted knife with the blood.
That was for Fiona. And Poppy too, I suppose. Gave them something to focus on.
You mean it distracted them while you made your escape?
It helped them cope. The very idea of something abstract, something supernatural. I believe it made things marginally less painful for them.
Maybe.
Initially. Worked on you too.
So why are you still here? Why not take your first chance and leave?
Well, I've been waiting for an opportunity to get my beetle back. I'd
What?
really rather not leave without it.
Wait, it's still here?
It's still
Uh-oh.
inside the gramophone.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now we understand what happened. Oh, man. Oh, man. Well. Well, then. We're waking
What's
up from
going
our
on?
unconsciousness?
Poppy, they are both awake.
I can see.
You two all right?
Well.
My head hurts. What happened to us?
You were both unconscious. 14 minutes by my count.
Really?
Mhm.
You're both fine. No injuries.
Was it the beetle? In the gramophone? I heard it through the ceiling in my room.
The exact same sound we heard before the murder.
I guess it must have been.
So how did we get down here? What happened to Penny?
Fit saved both of you, obviously.
When I reached Flora's tower, you were both unconscious, and Penny was crouched down beside you. She had her crossbow on her, but who knows? She may have just been checking you were both asleep.
Did you know
Maybe?
that she was the murderer?
Poppy and Fifi suspected her. Apparently, they were pretty close to solving it themselves.
Fitz did not want to believe us, because he liked Penny. A lot.
But what happened? Fitz, what did she do when she saw you?
She jumped out the window.
What? Did she survive?
She did.
I heard something land in the garden outside my room. But by the time I got
Oh.
out there to check, she was already gone.
Hang on.
Huh.
Poppy, why do you have Penny's hat bird?
She left him behind. I found him sitting on the floor in the aviary, all by himself.
Okay.
Poor little thing. The mean lady didn't care about you at all, did she? No, she didn't.
I apologize. Poppy seems to be under the illusion that the bird can understand human language.
I thought the
So,
bird
Penny
wasn't
got away.
alive.
I'm afraid she did.
We had suspected she might try to escape. I was stationed here by the lake's edge. I proved to be an ineffective guard. She
Aw.
took the boat.
Did she take the beetle with her?
Nope,
How do you know?
because it's right here.
Oh.
It was still in the gramophone. I guess I scared her off before she had a chance to take it.
Oh, well.
Poppy, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to give it back to your father?
No, I'm not. It
Okay.
doesn't belong to anyone. So, I'm going to put it on the ground.
And let it
never
run
bother
off?
it again.
Okay.
I think that's what she would have wanted.
Oh, man. Well, that was quite an interesting little mystery there. I'm still digesting all of that, man. Okay, so Penny had to kill Freya because she knew that Penny had killed the 5 founders when they wouldn't help her. That's the story that we're hearing here, I think. So, and this whole thing was just about everybody feels trapped, and I don't know, I feel like even if they have their secrets, like the others were, I mean, they may have had their problems, but they were adjusting, they were doing things. I mean, everyone has their issues, but you just gotta work through them, and I don't think Penny was able to work through them. She just was too focused on the negative, and it just went into a downward spiral. Bye, Mr. Beetle. It just flies off. Where is it gonna go to? Nobody knows. And then we fade to black. All right. Well, that was amazing. I absolutely loved that. It definitely did not disappoint. We got a little stuck there at the end. Some of the options were not quite as intuitive as some of the others, but we still managed to follow along. We did have some of our original theories correct, although I have to admit the whodunit reveal at the end completely surprised me. Did not expect that. So yeah, it was interesting seeing how everything pieced together, and this one was a lot more complex, and all the pieces were more interwoven, I think, than Detective Grimoire was, the original one that I played. But man, I hope they make some more of these games because I absolutely love them. This is an excellent game. And if you liked this content and you would like to see more, then please make sure to like, subscribe, follow, share, all that good stuff. If you want to watch live, we're on Twitch at twitch.tv/Liara27. I have my schedule posted in the about and in the description. And if you want to see which games we're playing each day, I post them on x.com/Liara27. And I hope you join me in the next one. Until then, guys, bye. All right, we did it, guys. It's amazing. I am so excited. Like, that was awesome. I absolutely loved that one. But that is going to do it for today. I hope you guys had fun. I really enjoyed that story. I look forward, I hope they make some more. That one's the most recent one that I've seen that they have. I really hope that they make some more, because really liked that one. All right, so I think, let's see who we can raid. And as far as our next stream, we are going to be back here on Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, and we will be playing Phasmophobia on Thursday. So because we have a new, well, not new, but we're going to be doing something else on Friday, so that's going to be all kinds of fun. So let's see, who can we raid? Let us see. How about, all right, let us give Oreo Cakes a raid. We haven't raided her in a long time. Oh, whoops, she can't be raided. Never mind. Who else can we raid? Let's see. Let's look and see. All right, let's raid me. Okay, she's playing Dead by Daylight. Hopefully we can raid her. Let's see. All right, we can. All right, so we will be back here on Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Central for some Phasmophobia. Thank you, everybody who spent your evening with me. I hope to see you back here on Thursday. I appreciate everybody, and I will see you guys later.